Aquarius, this is Joe, and I just did your love and relationship reading for June 2020. And I think this is an interesting reading. I think this is about getting back to the heart of your relationship, a return to the good times. And so if you're in a relationship and you're looking for more guidance, I think this is a great reading for many people, to be honest. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and I already recorded it, we're going to roll it, but you do have the Nine of Cups in here, you've got the World, and you've got Strength. So you've got a lot of good things going on in this reading. But stick around to the end of the video if you want to find out more about how to win a one-on-one reading with me, a 30-minute reading over Zoom. And that's at the end of the video. It tells you all about it. So with that, let's roll it and let's check out your reading. Well, hello Aquarius. This is for those of you, June 2020, who are in a relationship and want to explore that relationship, anything that might be going on at the moment. This is for the sign of Aquarius, June 2020. For those of you in a relationship, you could be married, you could be engaged, you could be casually dating. Who knows? We will see and explore what might be going on. Stick around to the end of the video to find out how to win a free reading with me over Zoom. And the details will be at the end of the video with that. So we are going to pull some cards for the sign of Aquarius, and we do have, this came out for Aquarius singles, the Page of Swords. So this came out in a different position though. This is what is on your mind. So Aquarius, for those of you in a relationship, this is what is on your heart. Five of Pentacles. So this is about some kind of something very feeling and deep in this relationship that you are very much holding on to, something you're feeling quite intently. And the Page of Swords, this is going to be interesting. So what is it you need to know? What's in your subconscious, what's in your shadow side? Let's see. Strength. I think Libra had strength. Strength is telling you here that is a call to action. To me, this is saying to be strong, to tap into that strength, choose love above all else, but to stay true to yourself. And we're going to clarify what needs to be clarified. We're going to look at going into June. Where are you coming from? What has happened? Ace of Cups. I think we're going to have to clarify some of these for sure. And what is the outcome of this? Nine of Cups. Okay. Look at that. So, I read cards intuitively. And bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. And so I do feel like there is an ending to some kind of conflict. There's an ending to some disappointment here. The Ten of Wands is about the burdens that you don't have to carry with you. You can put most of the burdens in your relationship in June down and stop taking them with you. It's an end, to me, to whatever has been troubling you. So, coming from wherever you're at now, when you're watching this reading, but this is really, this Ace of Cups is really about what has happened to you leading into June, or what is going on with you leading into the month of June. So, and this could be from the perspective, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it does not matter, that doesn't make a difference in this reading. But the Ace of Cups is about that I do feel like this is more about a communication. But the Ace of Cups is about that desire for love, for commitment. This, to me, is an emotional offer to somebody in your relationship that maybe you are worried isn't going to be taken the way you want it to be. I do believe, first of all, you have the Page of Swords. So I do feel like there is this element of communication with your partner. But what concerns me here is the Page of Swords, to me, kind of feels like somebody is keeping score with you. They're keeping tabs on you. And I feel like there might have been a time where there's has been this tit for tat and keeping score, and maybe just this energy of poking at each other, an antagonistic kind of feeling of the past. And so I do feel like that this is about trying to get out of that you and your partner are trying, or at least you are trying to get out of that kind of conflict for no reason kind of feeling. And I do believe that this is about starting things over in your relationship. Some of you might be going to some kind of counseling or some kind of therapy, and I do feel that, you know, on your mind it really is about the things of that matter in your relationship. And this is a lot about speaking your mind and laying out what it is that you expect in your relationship. You may have you and your partner might have been just kind of keeping, I really just feel like there was this keeping score. And I do feel like this has kind of been done away with, or you might have been working on this, and it was kind of getting to the point where I think things were so antagonistic that you may have been worried that things are just going to fall apart, that there's this feeling of not getting along and losing touch with one another and not being in the same space, on the same page. There's some hurts, I think, of the past in this relationship, and somebody probably brings that up over and over, and all this other person, it could be you or them, wants is a new start. They may have done something wrong, and they want to be forgiven for that. They want the new start. So I do feel like there's this kind of competition, or there has been, and so there really is like a desire for change in the relationship. So on your mind is really speaking your truth, really to stop keeping score. This to me really very much is about that has been going on. And I kind of feel like it might be, if you're the one watching this video, I feel like it might be you. I feel like maybe you feel like they've been keeping score with you because there has been some kind of transgression, and they're holding it, or they have been holding it against you. And I do feel like there's this desire for forgiveness and a new start and a new beginning in this. And so this is saying here, just tap it, choose love over and above anything else. This is the balance of the feminine and the masculine in that strength. But I think this is being compassionate, but also being strong, to speak your truth, to stand up for yourself. And I do feel like on your heart, your biggest worry is a failure of this relationship, and leaving you in a place where you might depend on this person, and they may depend on you. And so if you are in a committed relationship, you're married, or you're living together, there's this fear of all the unraveling that could happen. And so there's this strong desire to maintain continuity in the relationship and to fix what needs to be fixed. So I really do feel like this is about some conflict that has happened in the past, and this Ace of Cups is about the new start. So like I said, I read cards intuitively. I just say what comes to me, and then I apply the meaning to the card. So I may do things a little bit differently than you're used to. So Aquarius, for those of you in a relationship, June 2020. Let's talk about the Ace of Cups for a minute. I want to just clarify that. Any other messages? Ace of Cups. Let's see what we get coming out. Three of Wands. Okay, so in that energy of the past, you have the Three of Wands. So this is also about being strong and having strength. This is about receiving assistance from somebody, So there, to me, there's you, your partner, and then there's a third party that may have been counseling, giving advice, guiding you, trying to help you, lead you back to a new beginning. And I do feel that this is also about this strength. This is about being strong and courageous, and I do really see this as a positive thing. So I do really do feel very strongly that whatever it is you came from, it could be really anything, any type of disagreement or any type of transgression, so to speak, or any type of disappointment in this relationship. Somebody has been holding something over somebody's head and not allowing forgiveness to really happen. And, you know, maybe there's this feeling of like amends hasn't really completely been made. So, I don't know. Let's see what we can get for the Ace of Cups. One more. The Star. So this to me is all about faith and belief. The Star really, to me, is a lot like the Ace of Cups in a sense. But this is about that faith, that trust, and that belief in this relationship, belief in whatever help or assistance you've been receiving. Again, if you've been going to counseling or therapy or getting some kind of advice or help from a third party, another person outside your relationship, this is really, you're doing that because you believe in your relationship and you believe that it is meant to continue on. So now the Nine of Cups is the wish card. This is the outcome. Okay, so we're going to discuss that just a little bit and see where that leads us. So the Nine of Cups is about just having that fulfillment, that well-being. This to me is also like a return to what is good, what is right, what feels nice in this relationship. So to me, this is like getting back to a time in the past where you weren't in this energy of conflict. And to me, the Nine of Cups is very much about a return to that. And I do feel like in June, if you've been working on your relationship, that there is this feeling of a return to the good old days, to the good times, to the times when there was just laughter and happiness, passion, love, and devotion. And I do see that as a positive sign here. We're going to pull one for this. What do we have? The World. So you do get back to a time when things were good. I do see that this is a good outcome to me. This is more about getting back to the heart of the relationship and being able to get to be comfortable, to be satisfied, to be fulfilled, to not want for more, to feel like your cups are full, and you have everything that you want and need out of this relationship. And it really does bring in some good things for you, because there has been some work, I feel like, that has been happening in your relationship, because nobody wants to break up. Nobody wants to get divorced. Nobody wants to separate. And so when things are on the downswing, what do? We work on them. We try to redirect things to bring them up to par. So I really do feel like that's where you're coming from. Now, if you want to get a reading with me, one-on-one video reading over Zoom, all you have to do, if you're already subscribed, just comment subscribed in the video comments here. And then if you're not subscribed, all you have to do is subscribe and comment subscribed. And check the description. All the rules and little things in there that govern how this is going to work are in there for you. But I will choose one randomly, or I won't. A third party will be choosing all the entrants, and that person will be the one who gets the free reading. So we're going to pull a couple of these. So make sure to leave a comment and say subscribed if you're subscribed. Let me know so I can include you. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. And let's see. Aquarius. A leg up. So sometimes we need a helping hand. But sometimes the help isn't about what we can receive. Sometimes that help is about what we can do for others. And so I think that's what this is about. I think this is about helping somebody, your partner, giving them some assistance, giving them what they need to go forward, to advance, to ease their load, to do some things for your partner that make things a little bit easier. Maybe there's this one thing that they have to do that if they had help with, it would just make their life easier. You know, it's like in my home, there's certain things I do at night so my fiance doesn't have to do them. I make the bottles. I make the bottles for the baby. I don't like making bottles for the baby, but I do it because I know that's what she likes. She likes them done ahead of time. So a leg up can be about something very simple. Just doing something simple as a kind gesture, as a help, and it really does go a long way. I do feel like this is a call to action here. Here's our last card, and we have clean it up. So this is about cleaning up the relationship and getting back to the heart of things. And I do feel this is a great turnaround if you've been going through some conflict and some trouble in your relationship. This is about things turning around. But this is also saying to pay attention to the details, to get all unfinished business wrapped up. And I do think that clean it up can mean pretty much whatever you feel intuitively it should mean to you at this time. Also a leg up. I think both these cards will really speak to you on each and every one of you differently on a personal level. So whatever they mean to you is what they're supposed to mean. With that said, I want to say stay safe, stay healthy, have a good rest of your day, and don't forget to enter the giveaway. With that, I'll talk to you again.